Good evening. Today is Thursday. It's so busy day today with everything. It's good sometimes it's bad, sometimes we have to thinking about, and it's hard time right now, I can tell you that. Yesterday is that hurricane go through Louisiana and news. It's so horrible to feeling to people go through, millions people go through right now difficult, and it's hard. We have COVID, we have fighting on all sides, and that storm, everything, and people start to feel not good, like not so much you can see people happy and laughing, and it's kind of difficult to watch it, everything. People all struggle and worry about what's happened, why we worry so much. We have to supposed to understand each other, help each other, find each other, find that balance around us and our society. Can we do this? I today have a lot of different kind of conversation. I'm working, and I have conversation with my workers about life, and some lady I'm talking, and it's sometimes it's you have to go through with hard situation to learning something and get over it, to don't have that hard situation anymore. Because if you not stop, you can go through later. One day you have to find that balance in your life. And I was talking about balance. What does that mean, balance, to you? I know what this means for me. It's your experience in your life. My father teach us what is this balance. It's very interested. Martial art, they teaching that balance, and with every way, with your physically, emotional, your mind, control your mind, and you learning and you fighting and you always balance it, your stuff with everything, with all movements in the martial art. That's a psychological, psychology, everything right there. Your healthy stuff too. When you find your balance, that is just amazing job what you can do in your life. But how we can go through with that balance? You have to learning, you have to have experience with good, with bad, with happy, with difficult, with everything. Sometimes you have to go through physical stuff, and people go through cancers and some different kind of accident, and people fight for this. They won't find the balance. That is what it is when you fight. When we always fight, like with soldiers and with warriors. But it is martial art. They teach us with this. I go through martial art a lot in my life. My son go through, he's have black belt taekwondo with the YMCA program. He's very good coach and certified in Korea. I'm proud of him, but I see he's have a balance. It's worth it. Of course, this is expensive, that investment. But I know it's when you created that world around you with balance, it's totally different pictures for in your life. You start enjoy your life. You find the solution. You're looking around people, you can coach them too, because we wasted time sometimes for nothing. We don't have any sense to do this. We have to be more up in our lives. We have to find the balance through yourself, and only you can do if you give it to God. He can find for you balance. He is teach you and make you, how he say, like gold. When you find the gold, how long you have to make in clear eye that gold to shine up and successful to you can sell that gold. It's a lot of work. You have to burn it, you have to clean it, you have to anything in our life we have to create it. Anything. And we have to enjoy that. My father, he's teach us when we're little. In the Bible verse, and disciple Paul say, stop and see if you are on the right path. What does that means? Disciple Paul tell that because that means very important. Find the balance. We have to stop and see if we are on the right path. Sometimes we don't realize and we are not right path. We're making not wrong decision and we're making we're learning, it's normal. But God have planned for us to teach us how we need to go through with this. And that is the trophy. That is the treasure in the heaven. When you go through, I have my friends, he's given to me a book. It's called Wisdom. It's so beautiful book. Read it, guys. Wisdom. Even in the Bible, wisdom in the King of Solomon. He's still balanced in the life. He's going through everything in his life. He's not perfect, but he is very smart. He's find his balance. And he's tell about this. It's a very interesting story. And when I go through difficult in my life, what that marriage, what I want continue tell the story, how I married that my ex-husband, who is father of my child, my son, who is right now 17. I'm raised him by myself. But before that, I've gone through a lot with that man. And I just tell you last time, it's so hard for me to tell that story, but I'm just thinking about today that balance. And I said, no, I can do this. I have to be proud of myself. I go through with this. I found my balance, but God has a plan to teach me with that moment in my life about America. I don't have no time. I have to learning fast with everything. And I'm started learning with my ex-husband because when we engage, I'm divorced very quick. Judge, I have a lawyer. He's going to judge to show everything profile, and they even don't invite me on that. I just sit on the bench and listen. And they judge asking that person, who is marrying me, marriage visa, about why he's married, what he's doing, and he's on divorce right away. And he can say anything, and he say, you can go, you divorce, I give it to you. It's just like 2 or 3 minutes. And he signed paper, I'm signed paper, and my future husband, who is father of my child, he's waiting me outside. And we right away go to Chicago back to pick up my stuff, because I'm divorced, and I'm ready to marry it again. He's waiting for me. And we go to Chicago, and I pack my stuff. He's meeting with my friends, and we go to my bank, and he's American dude, he's living in not Chicago, he's living in Michigan. He don't like Chicago. He's the one who's go even Chicago. We just like one time go with him, and he's just like so frustrated. So my son-in-law don't like either Chicago go because it's so hard in Chicago always, or traffic or something going on long time ago. And he's very impressed how in Chicago have Polish bank. He's impressed. I'm in Golden Polish bank. He said, what is that bank? I said, that is Polish, and there's only Polish people working right there. and language is not English, but they talk to him. I'm taking my money, what I'm already saving from previous job, and I'm taking with me, and he's talked with them in English and explain everything, and he's have a shock in Chicago have Polish bank. He said, what is this? This is America. I say, I don't know, but I don't understand, but I understand he's later tell my friends, and she say, what happens in Chicago, he's just only talking about that, what, where you put in the bank, and I tell her, explain, and she say, he's just like, don't understand why. And I tell, he don't know how they works everything, nobody don't know American people, how they work right there in Chicago, everybody. Nobody control it that. No time, I'm 20 years right there already. What we have to thinking about? I'm from different country. I'm not agree with that. This is no control right there. Whatever you want to do in freedom country, you know. Anybody can come in. I know a lot of stories. People come in and making green cards and hire the lawyers and 15 years, 11 years, and spent a lot of money working so hard to get green card. But in my case, God very bless me, because that is God plan, and I'm listening God. Always. I'm finding my balance only with God. I learned this when I'm little. I analyze my father teach us, and I go through already a lot in the Soviet Union, and when I see that different country and how they living, it's my heart is broke. Why I don't live in that like this before? I wondered. I'm choosing this to stay right there and fight for my future. It doesn't matter what, because I wanted freedom when I'm little. My father tell a lot of story about America, and he's tell about Michigan too. He's tell me everybody else. He's very good in geography, biology, astronomy, everything. He's very educated. He's educated us with everything. And he's tell when he's in Secret Service, they have politician meetings in with KGB officers. They show already satellite, and they classify documents about what they found in the sky, and that time is nobody don't know in America or wherever in the country. That's very secret documents. Not anymore, of course, but back in the day when it's my time when I'm in school, my father tell us the story about cosmonaut Tereshkova. If you heard about her, what she's seen in the sky when she's passing Jupiter. Nobody don't know what she see. That is classified documents. But my father tell us what happens at that moment. And I don't want to tell you because this is again politician view. I don't want to, go through this. I don't need it. But he's tell us about how God secure His planet and everything, and how beautiful it's everything He's built it in the heaven and the star, and a very beautiful story. And He's still when the satellite taking pictures about America. Scientists and back in the day, when there was my father working, they totally different like after. They work very hard and they very smart in Russia. Scientists, a lot about cosmos, about astrology, about everything, weapons, security. A lot of good scientists in Russia. I know myself, good scientists, about everything. But time go, they destroy the country more and more and more. You don't have any more good people right there. And he's tell about Michigan, very safety place on all earth. where is 5 lake of earth. That is exactly Michigan, Superior, and other 5 lakes where Canada, there's always be and the scientist a safety place on the earth. And he's tell about how beautiful and pure Michigan, and about birds, and about animals. Everything he's know, he study back in the day, and he's teach us. And I'm right now in Michigan. When I go to the balcony and listen birds, I'm always thinking about my father, how he's be so happy right there. I feel my father inside of me, and I listen to birds, because he's love listen birds. He's know how much birds in Michigan. And when I'm coming in Michigan, and I feel same way, kind of that my father would tell, and I feel like inside of me, I have to be right there. And this is everything in plan of God. And when we come in home, and he's proposed me, we invite the friends, and that's what is we meet, and mother and father. And father is not coming, he's sick, and he don't want us give it us virus. And his mother come in, and he's proposed me, and we start thinking about wedding. It's already like probably 6 months we engage, and I'm start praying. Everything he's want me have a dress and everything, and that Lutheran church where he's see, and I'm so excited. We have a lot of fun. We go to North Michigan. He's taking me to North Michigan for vacation, and I told you later where he's get the money for this. And we go to vacation, and I start noticing something he's like I'm doing for him more like for me, like he's the one buy me what I wanted to, and I'm a very humble person, and I even don't want to ask him anything. Oh, this is so expensive, oh this is, oh I won't like this, it's okay, you can buy it. You know, and my English is very, very poor. And I try to learning it is so hard, and try to be very nice and very polite, and because it's my age already, I want be nice relationship. I want married, as I'm long time not married, and I want married like supposed to, with Christian man, and mother is she's in the church, and she's Lutheran for long time, and father too. I don't know true story because I don't know English. And I just trust God. And when we're back from vacation, we are talking about wedding stuff, I start praying. We start already living together. I'm moving his house and we start living. I start cleaning his house, and I found a lot of porno video in the shelves and everywhere, and I say, now you made it. I understand you in the army 17 years, and I understand that, and you may be needed this sometimes to relax and like this stuff. And you don't need anymore. You made it right now, and I want the house clean. I don't want us living with that stuff in the house. For me, that's very dirty. And he's just no problem. We're taking everything, put in the bag, big black trash bags, like 3 of them, full of videos. And we have workers, couple Mexicans people, and they say, oh, we take it, and we give it away. Some of it throw it away, just he's thrown away. And we start life. We made it in the church, beautiful wedding. And after the church, we have a nice blessing and everything, and people come in, and beautiful everything, and music is they organized very beautifully, nice beautiful church. And we have dinner right there, and my friends come over from Chicago, and we have like a few Russian friends right there, my daughter and one more friends from Russia. And we have, after wedding, after the dinner, we go to the house and have Russian like kind of party. And at that time I'm start praying, I want to have baby, because it's my age and he don't have no one children. I want make him happy to born him baby, because he's want son have. And I say, I don't know what is, I cannot know, but I'm praying, I believe it. My faith is so strong. And one time I'm go to outside, it's very, very true. And I'm praying and looking, his house is like very nice porch in the backyard, and it's night, it's so bright right there, it's like country place, and sky's very beautiful, star and everything, and dark, you can see everything. And as I'm going outside and I'm praying and talk to God, and I see so weird stuff. It's like a star is coming out from sky, and it's making like round and more bigger, and stop. And I'm looking and I'm praying, God, I won't have son. And that star coming to me in like few minutes and disappear. And I thinking, what is this? Like angel coming to me. And I right away thinking I'm pregnant. And I come back to home and I tell my husband, say, you know what happens? He say, really, I really want to see that too. He's one son too. And he's smoking at that time. He's smoking and drink beer, you know, like American Duke, and he's military, you know. Of course he's want something like this. I'm okay with that. And respect him because he's in military, and 17 years. My father, he's in Navy too, and I respect the military people because I know it's how disciplined, how they go through in the army. And 17 years is a big time. And he's showing all pictures and everything, but he's in military. And he's go outside like middle night, and he stand right there and praying, and he's come back home and have big eyes and say, you know, I see same things what you see. And I right away thinking I'm pregnant. And we go to Chicago at that time on vacation, small vacation. And I tell him I'm pregnant. I feel like I'm pregnant. When we come back, he's taking me in the hospital. And we're doing testing, he's making appointment, and physician doctor and everything, he's checking. He's making me ultrasound and taking blood works and everything, and searching me, and different kind of CT scan, and doing everything, and nothing don't show I'm pregnant. I know I'm pregnant. I feel it. And he's called doctor, and that nurse, she say, oh, tell her she's have to don't eat too much cheeseburger. That's why she's start this, her thigh is start blow. Tell her she's faking, she's not pregnant. Ha 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 ha. I heard it, she's laughing. And I'm thinking about what is going on. I start so nervous. And he's like, don't believe me, I'm pregnant. And I feel I'm pregnant. I know what pregnancy is. And I have strong body. And he's doing one more test. The doctor don't show again nothing. And he say 99% she's not pregnant. 1% I don't believe she's pregnant. And he's tell him maybe she's faking. You need his mental doctor. Maybe something wrong with me. And he start laughing at me. Ha 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 ha, like evil. You're not pregnant. Stop. You're not pregnant. And I'm just like, okay. And one day I feel not good, but the doctor found I have liver, something's going on, liver disease, when he's taking that all blood work. And he is refer me doctor, specialist to check my liver. And that's why I meet Dr. Turk and from Borges. And he is taking my blood works, and he's made me appointment to he's called me, I have to come back. When I come back, and he say, yes, you have a problem, I need to do an again test. It's like 19 test of blood works. He's have to 19 times taking my blood, and I have to wait like probably 2 months. He's grow that virus and won't see, because I'm pregnant, he can treat me anything with liver, but I have a problem, and that's why I don't feel good. And he is, I little bit forward, how I found out I'm pregnant. I'm going to in Walmart and buy test, and making that test and show I'm pregnant. And I show him, look, I'm pregnant. I'm so tired, he's laughing at me. And I show him, I'm start crying. And I call my daughter, I'm pregnant. And I'm crying, and she's living in South Bend at that time. And she said, Mom, I'm right now, come in and pick it up you. I don't want you to feel like this. And I told her I'm pregnant, and she's so happy I'm pregnant. And she's coming to me, she's have to drive long distance to pick it up me, and I'm crying, I can't stop crying. I'm crying, and he's apologized, he's standing on a knee and apologize, he's acting like this. And he's called doctor, and he's making an appointment, gynecologist. I asking him, I need gynecologist doctor, not physician. Because only gynecologist can tell them the truth. Sometimes this woman body is different. And when we go to a gynecologist, he is noticing, I say, I feel not good. That's the day I tell him they found out I have a virus, and I'm already working with specialist who is taking my blood to create it, how much viruses I have. It's taking time, and he's say, you're pregnant, you're almost 4 months pregnant. When he's checked me out. And he say, I don't like your blood works. I say, what happens? I say, I'm shaking sometimes and something wrong. And he say, something wrong with your, probably you have like pregnancy diabetes or something like that. When he started doing the testing stuff, he's found I have diabetes. They put me on diet, and specialist dietologist. My husband made me Medicare insurance, because I'm an immigrant and I still on green card, and I'm pregnant, and I qualified for that. He can afford for me my insurance, and I don't know what's going on. He's have a business and everything. I figure out that later. First I want to figure out what is my pregnancy, what is my condition, everything within my body. When they stop testing, when I come back, and that is new professor coming for gynecology in South Haven from Chicago, just coming, and I'm his first patient. I think it's God give me always angels, you know. I notice this all the time. And plus I have liver disease. I don't know what's going on with my liver. How I have to feel. When I come in and he say, don't worry about right now liver. I'm worried about your sugar. You have diabetes. Your balance is very bad. You know, he's explaining me I have pregnancy diabetes. My mom have a diabetes too. I have genetic. And he start working with me. The diet don't help me nothing. I try everything. There is like up and down my sugar. I can't control, I don't have no balance in my body. And he said, I just, nothing don't help me. He's put me on insulin shot. And insulin shot, I have to testing that 6 months. I put in my every month fingers. I'm counted how much I'm poking my fingers for almost 6 month pregnancy. It's like almost 7,000 times. I have to get up morning like 6, 8, 7 times a day. I have to check my sugar. And insulin shot I have to do in before meal, after meal, and 6 times a day is insulin shot. I have to take it. Different kind of. And my stomach and insulin shot I make it is like over close to 1,000 insulin shot. I make it in my belly. I can put in my belly start hurt and put in my leg. I'm doing myself everything. They educated me with that stuff. And that test, what is my specialist for liver, he's done and he's invited me an appointment, and he's telling me, I say, what do you want to tell me? He say, well, it's not good news for you. You probably have start liver cirrhosis. That virus, what you in Russia transfused your blood, and when you have a surgery, they give it to that virus, and that virus sleeping 15 years, and now wake up and aggressive, very aggressive. But he said, I have good news. It's that virus is not big amount. You have a little amount, like you'll be okay. I can treat you after you done your pregnancy, and even I can give it to your nurse time. We're doing biopsy, we're doing everything with smart way. Right now, just take care of the baby. You just like, you'll be okay right now. And I still, when you have diagnosed something like that, you worry about and start praying, God, why you give it to me baby and I have to go to that through? He say, you dying. You slow dying. What I have to think? If doctor told me you slow dying and you're pregnant and you have diabetes, booking yourself every day, everywhere, and I have to drive from South Haven to Kalamazoo Bronson 2 times a week, all my pregnancy, doing stress test to baby okay, and I do this. Winter time, my belly is so big. If storm or not storm, I'm going to. I want to be my baby healthy. I want that baby. I know God give me him on reason. And I believe and I have faith to God and pray and pray. And my husband, he start acting so weird sometimes. I have a lot of problem, health problem, and baby. And I'm working all the time, and working so hard. And I start asking him after like probably 6 months, I want all financial stuff in house, because all financial stuff, his mother control it. And she's his chief accounting on his business. He's have, I say, I want to see him, your wife, and we have baby. I need to prepare everything, what we have financial status, so I don't freaking out later. And I'm asking my money, what is I'm give it to him, put in an account, because we open account together when I married, and we put that money in account. I don't know how bank works in America. I'm trust my husband. When I'm asking my money, he say, what money? I say, what I'm give it to you in Chicago. He say, I'm use that money for vacation. Take you on vacation. So really? You even don't ask me. And you buy whatever what you want and don't give it my money, don't use it, you don't want to buy me something. And I just, okay. I don't know he's using my money. And this started kind of suspicious everything for me. And when I asked him that documents and everything, because I know how accounting work, because I'm working in Russia, I can figure out plus and minus and what he's having. He's in a bank. I'm accounting. I'm chief accounting. I work with IRS, Federal IRS, Chief Accounting. Of course I know what's plus and minus. It's numbers, it's not about other stuff, language or whatever, numbers. You can see right away what's going on. And she's don't like give it to me, that all documents. But I say no, I'm his wife. This is my right. I want to see everything. That's my financial future and my boy too. We already know we have a boy. And I love my pregnancy. I talked with my baby every day and sing song. I'm so excited with my pregnancy. I'm so strong. I'm pray all the time. I know God protects me. And I see opposite stuff with my husband. He's kind of between me and his mother with that moment. And I see, and he's telling me when she's bring all stuff, and I start put everything, file after file, check everything, and organize everything, and looking up everything, and I found out she's have a lot of credit cards and her name and his account and his old documents. I say, what is this? Where is his credits? She's given to me 3 cards, his credit cards. I said, okay. And I see his name on the credit cards, and I take it at the credit cards and file, and I start looking up what is his owe, how much he's owe, what is percentage, everything. I check it out, and I say, look, if we have to like this doing, he's have a business, and he's have workers, and he's have a lot of unemployment people, like 19, and pay 60% unemployment for that people. I say, what are you doing? This is not right. Let's cut it off. We pay off that unemployment. We cut it off, people. We work together, you and me. We save it that money, and we start pay off that credits. And we start pick up a lot of job, and we together work so hard. And I'm pregnant, and I'm doing the shots, and I take care of that everything, and I go to everything what I have to do. We're so busy, and we pay off that card before I'm even born the child. And his mother not happy about this, because we stand up and we're making money. We start making money, and I don't give it to her money because she's having a lot of credit cards. But she's helping cleaning one office with her husband, with father of my husband, with my father-in-law. And I don't like they go to work for them, because I don't know why she's doing this. She's have 2 knee replacement and hip replacement, and I told him I don't want it they go to work for you. And for a while I do it by myself, they stay home. But when it's 8 months, I have very big belly. It's so hard for me, more and hard walk, and last month I say I can't anymore. You have to handle that. I have to stay home with 8 maybe in 1 week. And I'm so tired with everything, and that stress test, and I have to go right there. It's winter, a lot of road conditions sometimes, and 2 times, sometimes I'm canceled, they transfer different days appointment, and I'm preparing myself for born the child, and done everything what I needed, and my boy okay inside of me. They check in with everything, it's good, and I don't give up on myself either. And that professor, doctor, gynecologist professor, he said, Tatiana, I can tell you, you'll be good with everything. He's just like my angel. I love my old doctors in my life in America. It's kind of, I just like always have somebody support me, encourage me, and move me to, I'm be okay. Give it to me hope, and I'm accept that hope and move on all the time. I'm not stopping. I love do this because I do this in Russia too. This is power of your life. Love. You have to love yourself and fight for yourself. to find that balance. And I found that balance for my baby. I did that. And when it's time coming to born my baby, I already tell doctor I want just you give it to me pills so I can start contraction. And probably that wrong way I'm done because I'm so tired with that poking my fingers and just fingers always. It's awful feel. It's just like all over. It's numb and tingle in my belly and my leg is from that insulin shots. It's hard. And I told my doctor I won't go to faster, please. What is my day do? Please give me something so I can start my contraction and start prepare myself. And they give it to me pills, and I start contraction, and we go to Bronson, and I'm born my child 61 hour. They give me epidural shots, 61 hour, they put it in everything on me, monitoring and everything, and my uterus is so hard to open. Like first my child I have that problem, my mom have that problem because they say it's very strong uterus and that muscles is so strong, can open more, just 7 fingers and need 9 fingers to head can get out. And it's nothing can do. I feel good, everything works good. And they started talking with my daughter, and we have to move her more further to be, if she's been born like after some 10 hours, we have to do her procedure, take out baby. And my daughter and my husband, they with me all the time at that time, and they go to Methodist church in downtown Kalamazoo, old one church. They open and they start praying right there. And at that time, it's like a night time. My son born this morning, and night time, my water is broke. And that is first, they praying and my water broke at the same time. And they come back, they start preparing me for child born. And I won't tell you that story next time. I think it's that story very beautiful, because go through the difficult stuff and have that child, it's happiness for me. And I tell you next time how I'm so happy born that my boy. Stay tuned. See you next time. Have a good night.